Hey guys, really quick before you enjoy this video, I just wanted to let you guys know that this video was filmed and recorded through Skype, so the quality is not going to be as good as the usual videos. It's not going to be as good as this little clip right here. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm sorry for the visual quality not being the greatest. And of course, it's Skype, so there's a few moments where our lips don't really look like they're syncing with the words, and just in general, there's a few moments where like it looks a little laggy on one end or the other. But just wanted to let you guys know that ahead of time. It's not anything wrong with your end. It's just that we did this through Skype, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for coming back to another video. And in today's video, we're once again going to talk about my old band, Sentence to Life, and we're going to talk about another song called Meant for More. In this video, I have my boy Robbie with me, and yeah, if you guys remember from the first video, he is the lead guitarist of the band, or at least he was the lead guitarist of the band, because the band is no more. And yeah, I wanted to have him on the first video. I wanted to have him for Save Me, but he decided to join me for this one. So how you doing, boy?
I'm good, man. It's a day off and I'm chilling, and it's good to be here. It's good to, do this video with you. I like this little split collab thing we got going on here. We were talking about this earlier, saying that we should do more like this. So I'm excited to do this and to talk about this lovely song that we came up with back in the day. After listening to it again, yeah, we'll get into it in the video.
Context for people, I spoke about the fact that for Save Me, we were heavily like in a Christian school. We had like Christian families, and we were all that kind of inspired the lyrics for that song. And for Meant for More, I think that we were just so driven at this point of just like people telling us what we could and we couldn't do all the time. And when you look back on that album in that period of time, something we were really trying to push was like that message of just do whatever you want. You can, like, this very positive message. And I think as much as we have stuff like Save Me and Awake on that EP, Meant for More is definitely that pop rock, just like go out there and get it, young lads, kind of song.
Yeah, for real. That is to a T, man. Oh my goodness. The tone of the song was just how do I say it? Yeah, like the punk pop feel, but like happy-go-lucky, if you will. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's nice little harmonics in it, the nice little guitar lines that kind of ascend. You know what I mean? And it's a good song. It's just if we were to make that nowadays, I can tell you right now, Speedy Doo that would be 10 times better, and it probably wouldn't be as pop punky. I guarantee you. It's just an overall note for you folks out there that we were young in high school, and again, as Anthony said a little bit ago, we definitely wanted to convey the idea of not just do whatever you want, but like don't let people tell you what you can and can't do. And it's just that's literally what we got nonstop in high school was, oh, you can do this, but you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. Well, you can't do that, but I can. You feel me? That's kind of the mentality we had. We were young and stuff like that, but yeah, that was. I just I wish we should definitely redo that song nowadays and see what we could pull off with that.
I totally agree, because even like the thing that kills me the most when I hear it, and obviously we're that face, I'm gonna have to zoom in on that, breath. Man, like for me, when I listen to that song now, the first thing that I enjoy the most out of it, and I said this exact same thing for Save Me, and I think I'll say the same thing for every single one of these videos I do, is the music. I loved working with you guys musically because you guys came up with something that was always so entertaining and interesting. I feel like that's where the real creativity came in, and that we were able to really just have fun with each other, even if it was something I came up with and I was sitting there like singing the guitar lines to you, and you were able to recreate it and then add your own flair on it.
It was actually really cool, the fact that like you actually did. I remember, wow, I remember that we were in the studio. It was in Miami too, and we were in that studio, and I don't remember what we originally came in with. It was just a bass, but we were in the studio mid recording someone else's part,
Oh,
and
come on, you gotta be shitting me.
what happened? What happened?
All right, guys, we had a quick mishap, and yeah, we're gonna continue on now. The call got interrupted. Technology.
Technology. Skype, fix it. Like, I remember that Anthony was definitely like just mouthing some things, and I'm like, all right, to give that a shot. And then while let's say Michael and Jeffrey were like goofing off and making up some stuff to record for their parts, and Donald, I think he was like doing something on his guitar somewhere. But like I remember that like we were just like coming up with something, and then we added like 2 or 3 or even 4 guitar lines, basically because we were just sitting around and like he was just like doing it with his mouth. So it just showed how we all connected music wise, and just that's where our true passion and creativity comes from, is just the soul of music, or within ourselves. So that part of it was probably like the best experiences, was going to studios and obviously doing live shows, but the studios is where more the bonding came from. So that's it. Actually what I missed the most about it was the bonding through recording our actual stuff and actually hearing it through professional speakers. That was just like it gave you chills. Like I'm getting chills right now thinking about it. It's just like, oh
Man,
good
I
times.
know. I miss it, dude. Good times. And it's just crazy to see how much time has passed. I said that in the last video too for Save Me, where it's just like it's crazy to think how long we did it for and how long we haven't been doing it for now. It's just there was a period of time, dude, that was everything. That was really all we were like that's all we wanted. That's all we wanted to do. That's all we wanted to accomplish. And it's just crazy to think of how different things are now and how much, we're all in our own places, doing our own things now.
I remember I used to drive down from Fort Myers like almost every 2 or 3 weeks for a show, and not only like, just be on time and like just be like, all right, let's do this. Let's have a good night. Let's have a good show, and then go back up and then like prepare to come down for the next one. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy to think about that.
Yeah.
Because
Wow,
now I
dude.
am like, could we? Yeah, we could still do that. If we really wanted to, we could still do that.
But yeah, we would really have to figure it out. I would love to.
Dude, that was perfect.
Absolutely love to do music again, man. Just like I actually was going through YouTube and I came across our YouTube page that the Sentence of Life was never really prominent ever on YouTube. It was the one social media platform that we definitely goofed on and did not put ourselves out on as much as we should have. And we could have had some really fun and interesting videos, even if it was just behind the scenes band stuff. But I don't know what it was that we just never did YouTube, and I think that's something that definitely could have helped us. But I went back to our channel, and we have 2 terribly shot, like old phone quality videos of us performing, and it's just funny, man. Because even if those videos are a little cringy to watch, and there wasn't much of a crowd or anything like that in the videos, it was just hilarious to look back on. Just funny, just fun. I mean, man, what good times, man. Like I really miss it, but to talk more about the song itself, I would say the biggest takeaway for me for the song is it's got a nice message, I think, still, when you go back and listen to it. It's just like I said for Save Me, some of the lyrics are definitely cheeseball at times. And, the chorus is like,
Major cheese ball.
yeah, major cheese balls. This lyrics, I think the lyrics for this song, whereas I'll take responsibility for the cheese balls in majority of the song. I remember specifically in 12th grade that you and I worked together on the
Oh
lyrics
yeah,
for the song
I
and the melody.
full-heartedly will admit that I was king cheeseball when it came to this song. You and I wrote it. I think you and I wrote it dually, but yeah, it was cheeseball central, and
Honestly,
I've even played it some live performances up here, like just acoustic by myself, obviously,
yeah,
and people have loved it. As cheesy as it is, people have loved it, and the
yeah,
fact that I heard it was an original song from my old band with my old buddies, they were like, "Oh wow, this is an original song. Wow, this is really good." So
yeah,
it's like it's a good song. It's crazy how cheesy it is, but people love cheesiness. As
yeah.
much as they try to be cool and stuff, people love cheesiness. So I don't know, man. I firmly believe, as we've been talking about this in this video, I firmly believe that if we were to reprise that song, which I firmly believe we should,
I agree.
I I think it could do something. Maybe not, get a Grammy, but I definitely think that
Yeah,
people nowadays would be like, "Oh snap, this is a song from back in the day, but this sounds okay, let's see what you're doing. I see
Yeah,
what you're
there would
doing.
definitely need to be lyrical changes. 100%. The chorus, see,
One
that's my
thousand.
favorite parts. My favorite parts about this song, without a doubt, are music. The music part, like I said, it just
Mm-hmm.
has like a very consistent feel and tone. I love what you guys brought to the table, guitar wise, and that's the kind of stuff I'm like the most excited about when I listen to a song. Obviously, as a vocalist, I love hearing really good vocalists. But if the
Yeah.
music makes you groove, man, that's what makes you groove. So that's the one thing I definitely enjoy the most about this song, even though it very much is like just so pop rocky compared to anything else that we ever recorded. And the other big positives for me would be the chorus. I think the chorus is undeniably catchy. Somebody thinks it sucks or not, doesn't matter. I think it is still like, I think it's catchy. I think it just has that catchy vibe that makes you,
Yeah.
even if you're gonna mock it later on, you'll sing it because it got caught in your mind. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's the thing,
And
man. No publicity is bad publicity anymore, apparently. So
yeah,
people, like I said, man, it's cheeseball to the max, but people love cheesiness. You can be like, I like hardcore stuff. Man, shut your mouth. If you listen to some cheesy stuff from My Chemical Romance back in the day, your eyes are getting watery. You're bawling. You were meant
yeah.
for so much more. Come on, man. You love that song. Like, I don't know.
My other biggest positive about the song, without a doubt, your guitar solo. Your guitar solo in the song, without a doubt. I know that you're probably, and this is what so now, right now, before we let them all hear the song, because we've been talking for a little bit, but before we actually just let everybody hear the song, yeah, give me your biggest positives and your biggest negatives. My biggest negatives would be the lyrics and sometimes my vocals, but that's just probably me being a little self-critical myself. My favorite things, like I said, would be the instruments, the guitar solo and the chorus specifically. But what are your biggest positives and biggest negatives when you go back and listen to the song?
Okay, so it's funny that you said that, like, you like the solo, because at first, I didn't like the solo. I just kind of, you know, brushed through it. But again, it was in that studio. I came up with the little, like, just a different thrill, a different thrill to add to the ending of the solo. And I actually, one of the biggest things I do like about this song, which is very rare for me to like my own solo, is the solo, because I don't know, it's not just the solo, it's like the added guitar solo, like into the end of the chorus, which you guys will hear. It's just, I don't know, man, it adds that extra element to the feeling of the song. It makes it very powerful. And like that last chorus really makes you feel like, sorry, I'm gonna have to get cheesy here, like you were meant for more. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. And I mean, when they hear it, when other people hear it, again, like I said, when I played it live, like I didn't have like a loop track or anything, but one time I did have somebody with me, and I was able to do the other line, and like that was the time we actually got tipped the most, because there were two guitars, and it sounded like a nice pop rock song that you would hear from like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So that was one of the biggest things, was not just the solo, but the feeling and emotion that went into all parts of the song, but specifically the last chorus, because it's just so powerful and just epic and beautifully written, music wise, and even lyrical, vocal wise. Sorry, like it's just the harmonies and everything. One of the negatives, I'd say, yeah, it's definitely the lyrics.
Yeah. Without a
Major
doubt.
um, and I think maybe just the simplicity of certain sections of the music for me, because as I've grown as a guitarist, I definitely see where I'm like, wow, okay, yeah, I can see why he gave us a hard time, but I could definitely like be a little bit better with it. But you live and you learn and you grow. So yeah, I definitely would love to hear people's reaction after they hear it.
Leads us to the next part of the song. We're gonna let the song roll now. This song is Meant for More by our old band Sentence to Life. Go ahead and down to the description box below, guys. You can find the link to Robbie's page as well as the lyrics to the song if you want to follow along. And I'll also put the links to the Spotify and iTunes page where you can find this song and the rest of the album if you're interested. And even if you don't do any of that, just listen to the song. We would love to hear your feedback. The song's been out for years at this point, but it's nice to revisit these songs, have Robbie here on the channel. I'm going to try to bring Robbie on for probably maybe the rest of them, or at least a good chunk of the rest of the Sentence to Life videos, and you can look out for him on multiple videos in the future. Robbie's going to be on this channel quite a bit.
I'll be
But
on the rest of them.
there you go. Be on the rest of them, exactly. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about this song as we go further as well, because the last song on the EP that I definitely want Robbie to be in the video for is an acoustic version of this song, which I think is honestly the one I prefer when I listen back to this song. So we could talk a little bit more about that in that video, but this is meant for more. Send us to life. Robbie, any last words, man?
No, man, just listen to the song, guys. I hope you enjoy it, even if you don't enjoy it. I do hope that you will comment on the video at least, and say what you didn't like, if you agreed with like our dislikes, or if you dislike something that maybe we didn't even think of. Even though it's an old song from a couple of years ago, I mean, it's still relevant. I mean, it's still out. And we are legitimately thinking about revamping it. And obviously, we'll talk to the other guys too. I'm sure they'd have no problem with that. All of us are pretty chill, if you can't tell. But yeah, man, that's it. Just listen and enjoy. And thanks for having me on, brother.
Of course, man. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Again, go check out Robbie's channel down below. He reviews movies, talks about all kinds of things. We went to Florida SuperCon together. He has his own vlogs up for that. The dude is a huge Marvel and DC fan. If the backdrop behind him does not tell you that he's a big comic book fan, I don't know what will tell you. And go check out his channel, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
And away we go.
And the pain through your weakness and your shame.